friends, I am Shivani Sharma. Today we are going to discuss about one important topic of the life, and that topic which provide energy to us, and that is the same topic by which we can do our different activities which are essential for our life. So our today's topic is related with the food. So our topic is nutrition in plants. As we all know that food is important for all living organisms, that means for all animals and plants. But in this topic, we will discuss only about the plants, that how the nutrition takes place in plants. So before to discuss about nutrition, the one major topic is nutrients. What are nutrients? The component of food like carbohydrates, fat, mineral, vitamin, proteins, all these components of food are called nutrients, and these all components provide us energy to do the different activities. So now what is nutrition? Nutrition means the mode of taking food and utilize in the body. As we all are taking food, animals and plants, everybody is taking food, but how happens with this food, what happened to the food when we take in, and how these living organisms can utilize this food for providing energy. So in this chapter we shall learn that how plants utilize this food, how plants are taking their food, what are the different ways by which plants take their food, and how they are utilize this food in the body. Okay, so there are two different types of nutrition. The types of nutrition are autotrophic nutrition and heterotrophic nutrition. These are two main modes of nutrition. Auto means self, trophic means nourishment. Those organisms which prepare their own food without taking help from other organisms, like we are preparing our food, we are not preparing our food, we are depend on other plants and animals for our food. Like vegetables and fruits we are taking from the plants, and meat, egg, other things we are taking from animals. That means we are not preparing our own food. But there are some organisms which prepare their own food, and those organisms are only green plants. Only green plants have the ability to prepare their own foods, so they are called heterotrophic nutritions, and the plants are called autotrophs. And the second type of nutrition is heterotrophic nutrition. Hetero means others, trophic means nourishment. Those organisms which prepare their food or which depend on other organisms for their food. So they include all the non-green plants. There are many plants which are not green and they having the nutrition, autotrophic nutrition, and all animals including we human beings, we all are heterotrophic nutrients. Friends, as we are discussing about the autotrophic nutrition in plants, means plants preparing their own food. So the process by which plants prepare their own food is the photosynthesis. As you all have read about this term in your previous classes, still we will discuss about this. Photo means light and synthesis means preparing. That means the process of preparing food by plants with the use of simple substances, and those simple substances are carbon dioxide, water, chlorophyll. In the presence of sunlight is called photosynthesis. As means plants preparing their own food by using all these components. As we are talking about the carbon dioxide, from where they get carbon dioxide, means from where plants get carbon dioxide. Plants take carbon dioxide from the environment, but how? As we all know that plants look green. Why plants look green? Because of the presence of the leaves, green colored leaves, and these green colored leaves means these green colored pigment is called chlorophyll, and where it is present? It is present inside the leaf. So here is the internal structure of the leaf. This is the upper cells, and these are called chlorophyll, means these are green pigment cells which called chlorophyll, and this chlorophyll is essential for preparing food. See, and this carbon dioxide, as I am asking that plants need carbon dioxide, so these carbon dioxide is entered through this structure, and this is the stomata. Stomata, what are stomata? Stomatas are the tiny holes present on the upper surface of the leaves. These are stomatas, and these, the outer cells of the stomata are called the guard cells. Through these stomatal opening, carbon dioxide entered inside and oxygen out from these stomatas. Okay, like this carbon dioxide entered. So these are the simple substances which are necessary for preparing the process of photosynthesis. Here I have written a chemical equation of photosynthesis: CO2, carbon dioxide which is entered through the stomata, water. From where plants take water? Plants take water from the soil, and here in the presence of sunlight. All these process of photosynthesis takes place only when there is a light. Light means when the sunlight is present. Okay, in the presence of chlorophyll which is present in the leaves, it is a green colored pigment. When all these substances combine, then it form a carbohydrate. Carbohydrate means food for the plants. With this, carbon oxygen is released. See here, oxygen is released. As we are human being, we are taking oxygen for breathing, for breakdown of food. Similarly, plants use carbon dioxide for the production of the energy which is called food. Okay, so this is the chemical equation of the process photosynthesis. Heterotrophic nutrition are that type of nutrition in which organisms depend on other organisms for their food. Means the organisms or those plants which are not able to perform the process of photosynthesis are the heterotrophs, which do some different modes for their nutrition. So here is insectivorous plants. Here are insectivorous plants are those plants which trap insects and digest them inside their parts. They are called insectivorous plants. Means there are many plants which are non-green, which don't perform the function of photosynthesis, so they are not able to prepare their own food, so they need some other sources for their food. So like the plants like pitcher plant and Venus flytrap and some other plants are also there which take some other sources for their food, like pitcher plant. This is a structure of pitcher. Actually, pitcher are the plant having the leaves modified into a structure of pitcher. These are actually the leaves which modified into pitcher like structure, and here is the lid which is present at the upper base of the leaf. When some insect sits here to take the nectar, this lid closes and the insect entangled inside the hairs present in the leaf and digest inside. Like this, these plants prepare their food by taking other insects. Same in the Venus flytrap. So the next is saprophytic nutrition. Saprophytic nutrition means there are some plants which are non-green plants which are not able to perform photosynthesis. They depend on dead and decaying organic matter for their food, like mushrooms and the fungi. You all have seen the mushrooms. These are non-green umbrella like plants which we use as a food. Actually, they are not performing the photosynthesis. They grow on the dead and decaying matter, dead and remains of the plants and animals. On that, mushrooms are grown and take their food from that remaining parts and grow. Similarly, in the fungi, you also have seen white color patches formed on the dead and decaying matter, or the food remains left over like on pickles, clothes, leathers. You all have seen the white patches. All those white patches are the fungus which grow very fastly on these organic matter and so these all are the saprophytic nutrition. And the last that we will discuss today is a symbiotic association. Symbiotic association means there are many organisms, that means some organisms which live together and they share food, shelter and nutrients. Like lichen is one of the most common example of the symbiotic association. Lichen is a combination of alga and the fungus. Alga, it is a chlorophyll containing partner which provide food to the fungus, while on the other hand this fungus provide shelter and the nutrient to the alga. So like this they are preparing their food and also they are living their life. So today, in today's class, we discuss about the different modes of nutrition like autotrophic and heterotrophic. Thank you all.